here, so happy holidays.
Holidays, and I'm not sure if you can see him very well, but Indy has joined us today.
Mm-hmm.
He will not be standing for very long, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's lying down.
Yeah.
So today is gonna be a bit of a rant because something has greatly pissed me off.
And me as well, although
I've been the more vocal.
she's spoken more about it, and her opinion is stronger than mine on this, but it pisses me off too, so we're gonna rant about it.
Okay. So, as most people, especially in the United States, should be aware, ABC Family, which is now Freeform, has had the 25 Days of Christmas on its channel for as long as I can remember. Which, and for those who don't know, that means for the first 25 days of December, leading up to Christmas and all that good stuff, they play Christmas movies. Usually at night, but on like Fridays and the weekend, it's
Starts in the afternoon.
yeah, because people are home,
Mm-hmm.
not at school or work, or at least not as much. So this year, last year, and I think
A little bit the year before, there were a few, but Freeform has been playing a lot of the same Christmas movies, and
like every day, like a few of the same ones, with a with like a couple different ones thrown in every day.
and that in itself can be very annoying, but these aren't even some of the, at least in our opinions, the good ones, the classics that we grew up with and that were on when our parents were younger. So all the ones with puppet animation, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, A Year Without a Santa Claus, and even, although it's not puppets, it's Frosty the Snowman, that hasn't been on at all in the past 2 years, I want to say.
Yeah, and like there's loads more good ones, and they're just not being played.
Mm-hmm. Like, I mean, Dragon's not gonna agree with me on this one because she doesn't like the movie, but they don't even play the Polar Express anymore, which isn't my favorite, but I do still like it. I saw it when I was probably about, I think 11 it came out, and it was on every year after that, and while it wasn't a classic, I did enjoy that, and now that's not even on anymore.
Well, like Farrah here said before, what pisses me off the most is none of the old puppet movies. I liked those. They were weird and fun, and they were my childhood. Like all the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movies, which includes Christmas in July and
Rudolph's Shining New Year.
exactly. And there were a lot more, like about how Santa became Santa. It wasn't just Santa Claus is coming to town.
Mm-hmm.
There was that one with the mountain lion that raised him, which was cool. I can't remember what that's called. I'm sorry.
Neither can I, but I do know what you're talking
And
about.
there's like so many good ones with the puppets, and they're not on. Like they're only on like a couple of times in this whole month. Like the Little Drummer Boy is gonna be on a few times, and that's like at 7:30 in the morning.
Yeah, and
And I think my mom told me that Rudolph Shiny New Year is gonna be on all of once.
we just checked. Santa Claus is Coming to Town is going to be on once on
At the end of this
At the end
weekend,
of the
and that's
weekend.
the only time a puppet movie is gonna be on.
We checked today. It's
Toy Story is going to be on a couple of times. I think it was just 1 and 2.
I think it said 1, 2, and 3, but
Okay, but and I love Toy Story. Do not get me wrong, but I don't really think of it as a Christmas movie.
no, and I understand that if they want to play it because Toy Story 4 is coming out in 2019, but you can do that
all year round.
all year round. You don't have to do it during the
But Toy
25
Story
days
isn't
of
really the
Christmas.
problem. This is just like a one day. Oh, they're probably playing it more than once, but it's not one of the ones that are on every single day.
Yeah, like last year and a few times this year, because I checked, they have played the Santa Claus
Oh no, that's
and,
the Santa Claus 1.
and
The Santa Claus 3 are on every day this month. Every day.
And I mean, again,
It also confuses me why 2 is missing from the lineup, but whatever. It's probably because another network's playing it. That's my best guess, but it still looks a little odd.
and don't get me wrong, I've got nothing against either of those movies, but
Not
again,
every day.
not every day.
Not every day. It's so frustrating because like I like some of the movies they're playing. Don't get me wrong. But a majority of them I don't particularly like on a personal level care for.
Mm-hmm.
And the movies I want to see, the movies I literally only get to see at this time of year, aren't on. And
I mean,
well, I'm sure that they might be on a different channel. You know, it's like Freeform 25 Days of Christmas that I want. You know, because that was what I would watch all day when I was a kid.
yeah, 'cause, and like Dragon just said, yes, another channel can be playing these movies. Like, I know CBS in the past, during the holidays, has played Rudolph and Frosty, but
It's not the same.
it's not the same. I shouldn't be searching around another channel when it's literally called the 25 Days of Christmas. You have to include the classics.
And it's just like again, it's the same few every day with maybe a couple different ones sprinkled in, and that's not okay. I don't want to have the same few showing up every single day with only a little variety. I don't want that.
And
I have not sat down and just watched Christmas movies yet in this December, and you know, we're like a week into it already, and that's sad.
that is sad. Especially because a lot of the classics, and I'm not talking about our generation for this, because the classics were,
They were already things
Already
by the time
things.
we came into being.
but there are so many of the classics that all of the Christmas songs that we hear are actually based off of. Well, not all of them, but a few select, and it kind of makes me upset to know that the younger generation is probably going to grow up, unless their parents own the classics and their parents show them the classics, they're going to grow up not knowing what the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was like, or what the story of Frosty the Snowman was like, or Santa Claus's origin and Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and what that's all about. And it just kind of, it really upsets me in a way.
My motivations are much less selfless. I want to watch them.
Well, no, I admit I'm totally selfish about that too. I want
very,
to watch
very
them.
much want to watch them, and while I do own some of them, because I have like a collection of them on DVD, there's only like 4 movies on that thing.
See,
I want more than that.
well, you are fortunate to have DVDs. I do not. I only have VCR tapes, and I don't have a VCR player anymore. Because because my grandma gave me the classics, so, and now I can't watch them because I don't have a VCR anymore, because they're pretty much obsolete for the most part.
But still, it's just so annoying, and I want to watch my favorite Christmas specials, and I can't find them, which is like not cool, because this is December and we should be having a variety of choices, but we're not. We're getting, at least from Freeform, again, and I'm sorry if I'm harping on this, but the same few every day. And we said there's the Santa Claus and the Santa Claus 3 and Christmas with the Cranks And I think Richie Rich's Christmas Wish has played quite a few times.
That was playing in November though, so. But
I don't see how that lessens my argument.
it doesn't. I just felt like pointing that out. Oh, and Dr. Seuss's How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action one with Jim Carrey, which
Is not in any way superior to the cartoon original.
no. I
We should
mean,
actually be playing that more.
is it longer and is Jim Carrey funny? In my opinion, yes, but it doesn't beat the classic.
It really doesn't. Did you know that the guy who sings the Grinch's song voices Tony the Tiger?
I did know that. I remember that from a behind the scenes thing.
I read that somewhere. I thought it was very cool. I wanted to share, but I have to get back to being angry about this because I really, really am. Because it's like I don't even know why they're doing it. It's got to be killing their ratings. Who wants to watch the same movies every goddamn day?
I know. I don't think even, because even if little kids are watching this, even a lot of these
Not all
movies
these movies are for kids.
are for kids. Like Christmas with the Cranks, funny, but not. Kids are not the targeted audience for that.
And isn't that why they're playing them? When they know children are out of school, so the children can watch them.
I get it. I get it that they're playing the Lifetime Christmas movies in the morning because there are probably some stay-at-home parents who will want to watch that.
Or adults who just have later shifts at work.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just, it's not okay. It's really, really not. And it's just, I don't know if it's disrespectful or rude or mean or what, but it's not cool.
It really isn't.
Cause I really, really, really want to watch the puppet movies, as I call them, because they're made with puppets, and I like those. I love those, and I loved watching them as a child. And isn't that half of what the holidays is about? All your nostalgia for it.
Yeah. So fucking annoying. We want to watch the classics. These are the things that, one of the many things that give us joy during the holiday, reeling in the nostalgia of the Christmas specials that our parents grew up on, that our grandparents showed to us.
Yeah,
and we're not getting that.
I want to be able to sit on my couch, have a thing of freaking hot chocolate, maybe wrap my presents depending upon what time of, how close we are to Christmas, because if it's later in the month, they'll already be done. But, and just watch Christmas specials and relax and, cuddle with my dogs. I don't think there's too much to ask for at this time of year.
It's really not.
But I'm not watching Christmas specials on the TV. Mostly at this point, I've been watching them either because I own them, or they're on Netflix, or Hulu, or some other provider I can watch on my Xbox. Or I'm looking and finding stuff that happens to be on YouTube. And I'll be watching that while I'm doing whatever I happen to be doing. And, well, that's fine. I do enjoy all that. Don't get me wrong. I want to be able to sit in my living room with my dogs and maybe my brother and maybe someone else, like my dad or what have you, and just watch.
And neither of us have gotten that luxury so far this year.
And that should be at least part of what the holidays are about. Sitting down, relaxing, and watching good movies. And we're being denied that, because I don't even know why they're doing it. There's no logical reason behind this schedule, because we can't be the only ones pissing off.
And
which means when they should be having skyrocketing ratings, they're not.
And I personally, I don't have any problem with Freeform except for this. Like, I love when they do Harry Potter weekend. I love when some of the Disney Pixar movies are on the weekend when I get home from work. But it's the holiday season and I want to be watching the classics. Like, I want to be sitting on the couch with probably one of my little cousins over or my nephews over and letting them learn about Rudolph and Frosty and getting them to probably sing along even.
Dude, I have so much more selfish reasons for watching this than you.
I'm selfish, I'm just not as...
Yeah, but you keep saying I want the children to benefit.
Well, I do want the children to benefit, but I want them too. These are the movies I grew up on. Are some of the newer movies funny? Yes, but I want the goddamn classics.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying that we gotta have them all day, every day. I think I've clearly established how the same few movies every day is a bad thing. But just to have them on, like, once I have some, one of the movies with the puppets on once a day would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to say. It's just, it's not alright. It's
really
not even
isn't.
that they have a wide variety of movies I'm not fond of.
It's they keep playing the same damn thing.
Exactly, over and over and over and over again every day.
And it's irritating. I should want to watch Christmas movies, but every time it's the same thing. I'm like, I already watched this. No. But yeah.
Like, even movies you like, it'll get annoying real fast.
Because it's like,
I don't want to watch the same movie no matter how much I like it every day. I mean, it's interesting like the first few days, but then it's like, really? Again?
yeah, it's like watching a movie over again is like when you get a song stuck in your head and you listen to it over again. It's okay for the first few times and the first few days, but like
And then it gets annoying.
It gets annoying after that. But yeah. So
It's just, it's disappointing and it's anger inducing, and I keep fluctuating between the two. I'm just, right now I'm in disappointment, but that might be because I'm still very, very tired and I didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
yeah, we were
But
up late.
I'm sure later I'll be all pissed and angry but regardless, it's not an okay thing they're doing. It makes me to varying degrees upset. And I really don't like it. I really, really don't like it. And I'm sure a lot of you don't like it either.
Yes, because I know there are a lot of you out there who, like us, grew up on classic Christmas specials.
Yeah, and it's not just that they're Christmas specials, because, like, not everyone celebrates Christmas. I mean, I also celebrate Hanukkah. So I got both going on in my house, but not all the Christmas specials are strictly about Christmas.
That's very true.
Like, Rudolph's Shiny New Year, that's about New Year's Eve.
Which is for everybody.
Yeah, and Frosty the Snowman, while Santa is a character in it and it's around Christmas time, it's not really a
Christmas movie. It's about a magical snowman that comes to life.
yeah. And even the Christmas ones, the ones that deal with like the origins of Christmas, they get interesting, like how Santa became Santa.
Or what happened to the little drummer boy? Why does he need people so much?
Exactly. So it's like not just they're not just movies for people who celebrate the holiday, especially since they're good. I mean, like The Year Without a Santa Claus, that movie was so good it got a sequel a few years ago with the Miser Brothers Christmas, which I did in fact like.
And I haven't heard it on the radio yet, but for years the Miser Brothers 2 songs were on in the mix with other Christmas songs on radio stations.
So I'm just saying, like, A Year Without a Santa Claus is a very old movie. It is very, very, very old, like much older than us, and blah, blah, blah. But it was so good, or at least the two characters in it that don't show up in any of the other films were so popular, they got their own movie. I think that says something.
It does speak volumes.
So,
yeah.
that's really all I got. I'm just, right now I'm severely disappointed in this channel I loved when I was younger. And I'll be angry again soon. I just know it. I thought when we were gonna film this, I'd be pacing around angry, but I'm surprisingly calm. But I think we've said all we can say at the risk of repeating ourselves, and
Yep, and
I don't want to repeat ourselves because that's what's pissing me off about Freeform right now.
but just to be clear, it's like I said before, it's just really this. Freeform, I don't have any other problem with you except the holidays right now and how repetitive you are with these Christmas movies and how there are no classics. But yeah, so what do you guys think? Do you miss the classics too? Do you just not watch Christmas movies on TV anymore? How do you feel about how Freeform is handling the 25 Days of Christmas now? Let us know down below in the comments.
See you later. Our next set of videos are going to be about Christmas specials. So we'll see you then, and hopefully we'll be in a much better mood.
And don't forget to check me out on Twitter and Tumblr. It's the same as the channel name, Fire Dragon and Water Fairy, and we'll see you next time where we'll be talking about some Christmas movies. So we look forward to that and hope you guys do too. Bye.